So originally I made this video for yesterday, and I figured that since I didn't do anything, or much of anything, I would just delete it. So I'm not even going to bother to try to attempt to save it because it was just me going on about stuff that I can easily say, and some of the stuff I probably shouldn't say, but it's the truth about society and everything. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, about how, okay, I'm not going to say this, like, you know, like somebody has already put out there, because it's not true. Some of it is, but like, I can tell you right now, men actually act about the same way. You know, they have to have the right person that basically be with them and kind of sort of hold their hand. Well, okay, maybe that's not the right word for it. But basically, in the same concept of, let's say, you know, you let a woman see you looking, checking her out. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Unless you're the right one, then there's no way in hell she's going to accept you. She's going to be like, that's sexual harassment. But there's a way around that. And it doesn't matter whether they know or not. There's nothing they can do about it because it's in your head. What you do is you're taking a mental image, and you don't want to check them out there. It's not only is that unprofessional, but here's the thing. Okay? You know, I don't care how cute they are. I don't care. It's okay to look. I mean, I don't care what guys say, whatever. They're just trying to control it. Like, you know, as if to say that they're gonna, you know, the thing is, women can handle themselves. Unless they're you know, the one thing about relationships I can say for damn sure is when a woman looks down, okay, it's because the man is abusing his power. And he's abusing her. Making her afraid to look at others in the eye. She doesn't have to check you out, but she can if she wants to. She should be able to have that right. Regardless of whether she's looking at another woman or another man. I wouldn't care if a woman was doing that, as long as she's not actually going over there and doing that. Because if she's got to look down, then there's something wrong. You know? You shouldn't feel guilty, because if you're doing that, that's because the man you're with, and that doesn't mean you're not loyal because you're looking at someone else and checking them out. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It just means that, you know, you're afraid. You know, he might leave you. He might beat you up and then leave you, or break up with you, because after all, he's an abusive partner. When you have mutual trust in a relationship, a woman should have a right to look if she so desires to do so. Just as much as a man should have a desire, as much as he possibly wants to. As long as, and I quote this, I will stand by this, as long as they're not actually going out of their way to actually be with them, or even think about laying with them. You know, being other than like if they weren't with you, like, because, you know, but, however, you know, without going too much into it, it's not a cheating thing. It just means that, you know, you're not in love with them. It just means that, okay, you know, so you find her attractive. No big deal. I mean, come on. If a woman can do it, and you know damn well women are going to do this, but in a lot of them, not every one of them, will be doing this, like, man, sit there and look at other guys, or other women, or both. And it's like, it's only okay if they do it, but if the person they're with does this, it's a bad thing. Why? And don't be telling me because. No, bull crap. It's not a bad thing, okay? Why are you so a dead mindset on this ideal that because a man, okay, look, if a man is loyal, he's not going to sit there and want to be with her. He's going to, at the end of the day, okay, even though that married with children is not real, and yes, I'm going to use it as a prime example. At the end of the day, as long as that man chooses to be with you, to come home to you, then he's loyal. Which means that even if he saw things he probably shouldn't see, as long as he's not, doing the act, then it's fine. As a matter of fact, I will let a woman do what she wants to do to a certain degree. The only thing I will not allow, and not to control her, no, but I will not let her go to a couple's dinner and go home with the man. I can understand if she had to because she just didn't want to get out or whatever, because it was just too damn dangerous out, or because somebody was stalking them or something. And I don't mean me, well, even if it was me, or someone else, it doesn't really matter. But that is bad anyway. Then that means that's going to push them together. So what you don't want to do is allow that to happen. But at the same time, it's acceptable as long as they're not doing. The one thing that's not acceptable is when they're getting together as a couple. It's one thing if they have to share the same house, whatever. But to do something that's, the only way they can truly cheat is if they're actually doing it. And, a kiss does not count. Hate to break it to you, but no. A kiss will never count and never has, never will. And the fact that we're so dead set on this is crazy. All I do respect beliefs and all that, but I still think you're wrong. In fact, I don't think it, I believe it. I just think I believe it. Because literally, if I let a woman, get kissed by another man or whatever, it doesn't matter. See, it was accidental. If you don't do it on purpose, then it's fine. This guy that was making this text, right, in this stick story, says something about it was just a prank when they deliberately kissed each other. It's not a prank. It's not funny. I don't see that as a prank because it's just stupid. If it was a prank, then, which is very hard to do, to make it into one, and it can be done, but it has to be the right circumstances. Like, okay, you deserved it, but it's alright. Anyway, I gotta go. I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't think I did this last time. Come on, Tether, have strong and weak points against others. Press start to open the menu. No, thank you. Anyway, I'll be right back. Now, here's a common thing. Prof may not look like much, but he's the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon traders hold him in high regard. That's crazy. Okay. So, the thing about that is that there's a few other professors, but I'll be back. Alright, so here's the thing. I actually got my next Pokemon. Believe it or not, Sparrow up here. And the thing I can tell you right now is Rattata should always be left at least level 7. Now, I probably shouldn't have done that so early, but I thought, what the hell, why not? Because Rattata is probably going to be the one of the go-to Pokemon until I can find better Pokemon to do to capture Pokemon with, because at this main objective, since I've done it this way, I'm going to have to find a Pikachu at level 5. So that will not be easy to do. So that means I gotta scavenge around, and even if I have to capture a level 3 and then try to get a level 5 and then release it because, or, well, actually, if I capture a level 3, then that's fine. But I need to capture at least a Pikachu. But anyway, I'll see you later. So, in other words, like, okay, if I capture one, I do have a level 3 Mankey, which I should have kept anyway. I can always go get, because if I got them now, the way I am now, if I try and capture a level 3, it would not be easy to do, because unless this lets me capture it, because the literal thing is that when it comes to capturing a level 3 of any kind, unless your Pokemon is, like, well, I right now I'm okay, but Pikachus are very hard to catch, so I'll see you guys momentarily. Oh, and I should point out that I actually captured my first Sparrow here at level 5 on here, so, anyway, later. No, that this is a fact. Sometimes you can capture them at a low enough level and they'll have more than one attack, and sometimes if you capture them at a higher enough level, they will too, but not quite. So, anyway, wow, I learned Leer, which is not a good move. Or whatever. Oh, crap. I'm actually going to run from this battle. So right now, I would say the lowest Pokemon I actually have is Rattata, but I'm going to keep him at level 7 for now. But like I said, I'm also going to keep Mankey at level 3. I at least have to at least have 1-3 Pokemon in case one appears. I probably should go ahead and capture it and take it with me just in case I find a thing. If not, and if I run into the idea that I can only find a level 5, because sometimes that can happen, the higher you are, then, in Viridian Forest. So I'm going to go ahead and withdraw it, even though that I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, or excuse me, that's a level 2. Wow, alright, so probably should level it up to whatever. But either way, I think that I'm going to call it for this episode, because this thing has a tendency, whenever I turn off the screen, has a tendency to make the video crash. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do all this off the screen, or off the clock, and I'll meet you to where we need to be. And that's where we're going to be capturing our new Pokemon. Now, I don't know if it's going to be the final set, but that's all there is. I'm going to also take this home and try to do this. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Until then, and I know this is a really short video, but don't get used to them, because it's only going to happen every once in a blue moon. But, yeah. I mean, it's not as short as I've had, like 5, 6, 7... videos to start out with, but I've done that, and that's just crazy. So, either way, later.